So check this out. My youngest son, he's an honor roll student, but for probably about a year and a half, he had been asking me for a gaming setup. So because he's an honor roll student, I was going to get it for him, but I had some parameters that he had to meet. So I told him, hey man, listen, if you're on the principal's honor roll, that's all A's, you can get it. So for a year and a half, he's on the honor roll. Sometimes he might get a B plus. And he would come to me and he would be like, but it's a B plus. And I would have to explain to him, I say, yeah, that's great, but that doesn't meet the standards that I have for you. If that B plus was all that you can do, I get it. But see, I have to set the standard. And that standard is I know that B plus could be an A. So we go through all of this and he gets all A's. So he's coming to me, he's like, Dad, can I get the game now? Here's the thing. I was going to get it and I was going to get it for Christmas, but he kept pressing me because he felt like I've exceeded what you asked me to do. So I'm ready to receive. So to make a long story short, Christmas, I get it for him. He's so excited. Now, from Christmas to now, he's probably played it 5 times. And every time I would walk into his room, I would just see it sitting there. And it did something to me because I'm like, you begged me for this. You bug me every day. You pushed me, probed me, pushed me, showed me video clips, and you did all of this other type of stuff. So now we fast forward to now. So he's coming to me. He's like, Dad, I want a PlayStation 5. And so I look at him and I'm like, you didn't even honor the very thing that you begged for. And he's like, yeah, I know, but I'm going to play the PlayStation all the time. Now, I'm saying all of this because this is how some of us treat God. We want something, we pray about something, and we fulfill all of our obligations that we think to get it. Now, here's the thing. God already has a blessing with our name on it. We just have to get into alignment to receive it. So for some of us, we will be in alignment to receive it. Once we receive it, we don't honor it. So when we don't honor it, and then the next big flashy thing comes along and we're coming back to God like, God, if you just get this for me, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, God's like, I blessed you and you didn't do nothing with the blessing. So as I'm explaining to my son, I'm like, you didn't honor what I did for you that you begged me for. And he's like, well, but I got all A's. That's cool. But in order to receive more, you at least got to honor what I've already done. I use myself as an example, as I always do. I remember when there was a time, I'm working, right? And a thought came through my head that I want to work from home. Like I truly want to work from home. Like I'm tired of coming into the building. I'm in San Diego. And I remember I was just praying for it. Like, man, let me just get into a position that I can just work from home. And slowly but surely it started happening. Next thing you know, I'm working from home. Next thing you know, I leave San Diego, still working from, so it happened for me. Then there came a time I missed going into the office. And I'm like, man, I really miss going into the office. Well, just as in the civilian world, contract ended and I was out of work. I'm praying. I know God gonna do something for me, but I'm human. So I was having my down season and I was praying and I was praying. Then God landed me a perfect position that I'm in right now. And I had to go into the office. And I was so happy to have that position. But then after a while, I was like, God, I just want to work back from home. So I'm working from home, same position, everything. But I say all of that to say this. Sometimes we are looking for the big blessing and God just wants us to appreciate what he's already done. See, I grew up in the church, the old time church, where people was just happy for waking up in the morning. See, we used to have testimony service. And back then, my young mind frame, we would laugh in church because people would get up and they would testify and they would be like, I was going to the parking lot and I was pulling up to the store and my foot was hurting and I didn't want to park way back there and I circled around and I circled around and I circled around. And then look at God. Somebody start backing up. And I used to laugh. And then I start living life and I start understanding that it's the little things that bring you more blessing. See, when you are happy for the little things, some people out there got their first apartment, got their first home. They've been praying on that home. Lord, please get it to me. And when they got it that first year, everything was good. Second, third year, you start looking at other people. You got a 1-bedroom because that's what you prayed for and that's what you can afford. But your friend who you think is in the same situation as you, they got a 2-bedroom. Now, all of a sudden, your 1-bedroom that you prayed and you cried for no longer suits you. Cars. You've been praying for a car. Tax season come around. You get that car. Couple months later, you looking at everybody else and what they got. Now, all of a sudden, this car, I don't like the way, man, it rattles a little bit. That car been rattling since you bought it. but you was just so happy to have transportation to go to point A to point B. But now you looking at what everybody else got. But what you fail to take out the equation is you're looking at what everybody else got and you ain't even working. See, God provided you a way to get the car and you're not even working. But because you're not working and you see what everybody else got, you think that's what you're supposed to have. And jealousy starts. And this is where, quote unquote, the hate starts, because now you are tearing down this person and you don't know what they had to go through to get that. And this is what I'm understanding. And as I get older, I said this before, I used to try to fight fire with fire. You get me, I'm getting you back. You say something about me, I'm saying something about you back. And not only am I saying something about you back, I'm going even harder. I'm trying to hit you in the jugular. But what I start understanding is why. You see, you have to be so confident in yourself that can't nobody say nothing about you that you don't already think about you. I use this example all the time about being overweight because a lot of people struggle with that. But if you are in a position and you talking, or you with your group of people and y'all talking and somebody yells out, man, look at that fat dude over there, or look at that fat girl up over there, and you're offended, that's because that's how you feel about you. He might not even be talking about you, but that's how you feel about you. That is playing with your inner demons. So now you got to, oh man, who you talking to, this, that, and he like, I wasn't even talking to you. That's why they say if the shoe fits, wear it, or a hit dog will holler. Sometimes when I come on this social media, I can make a post. And this post is primarily to bless somebody out there. But somebody out there that got a problem with me feels like I'm talking directly to them. That has nothing to do with me. That's your inner demons. If I come on here and I be like, man, God don't honor a liar. Well, if you a liar, you gonna be touched. If I say people out here conniving, people this, that, and the other, well, if you feel that's you gonna be touched. Because 9 times out of 10, you ain't even in my radar. I don't even care. I'm trying to speak a word. So in this video, what I want you to take from this is you are living in a blessed state right now. The mere fact that you woke up this morning, you're blessed. You are blessed. If you woke up in your right mind, you are blessed. If you woke up, got out that bed, and you had to make a decision, if it's cornflakes or Cheerios, you're blessed. If you are walking out that door to go to a job, you're blessed. You have to find the blessings in everything. Because if you don't appreciate the mere fact that you woke up this morning, how dare you ask for more? And that's why I started this off with the story about my son. I got him what he wanted because he fulfilled his obligation. Now, in order to get more, you have to appreciate what you were blessed with. You're asking me for something, but the thing that I gave you, you're not honoring. So ask yourself this question as you go throughout the day. What you're praying for in this moment, have you honored your other prayers? I'm gonna get out your space, but I wanted to say this because this is very touching. Relationship. A relationship could be between your partner, or your relationship can be with your kids. And this is important to me because I'm so in tune with my kids. If you don't heal your inner trauma, that inner trauma will bleed onto your kids. And it might not bleed how you think. You see, you are stuck in everything that has happened to you. And you're so focused on, I'm not going to do that to my kids, but you end up doing it to your kids. If you think that your parents were less than or wasn't the best parents that they're supposed to be, and now you're going to show them and you're going to be the best parent to your kid, you're not even listening to your kids because it's all about you. That's why it is important that you heal your inner trauma. Anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Y'all have a blessed day.